Alright folks, welcome back to the program. I don't usually do this, but I'm going to take a minute to respond to, a video response actually on YouTube that this girl named Amber sent me. In response to my video on same-sex marriage. And the reason I'm bringing this up, trust me, I've been trying to get away from this whole issue of same-sex marriage. Trust me. But I need to clarify my views again, because apparently it's still not clear. We had a caller last episode, actually. I think his name was Dakota, who just didn't get it. So I'm going to try to clarify again tonight, but first I want to play you what Amber said in her video about me. Listen.
Hi, I'm Amber, and I just wanted to respond on your same-sex marriage video, your new one, which really isn't much different than your first one. In your first video, you said that it was going to go too far, that if a man loved his dog, well, why wouldn't they be able to get married? Well, marriage of love to an extent, a consensual love, like a love that I can love you back. I think that sounds pretty fair and pretty realistic in today's modern society.
Okay, stop. That's what they all say. Well, let's just let gays marry, and it won't be a slippery slope because we'll stop it at consent. That is exactly my point. Maybe for a while it'll stop at consent, but then you'll have some nut coming along and saying, well, I love my dog, I love my car. And I know you don't see it, but my car is consenting to marriage. Because what are we going to do, argue and say, no, the car is not consenting? It's completely stupid, but there are some whack jobs out there, ladies and gentlemen, who wish to marry inanimate objects. So by you saying, oh, it's just going to stop at consent, well, then you'll have other people coming along, some of these whack jobs, who, in my opinion, just laugh in the face of traditional marriage and say, well, I'm going to marry my car. It's not fair. Why does it have to consent? And then we're going to go down the slippery slope even more and say, well, maybe it shouldn't stop at consent. Maybe if you just love whatever you want, you can marry it. It will not stop at consent. I'm just so frustrated because all of the comments on our YouTube channel say that. Oh, it's called consent. It's not going to stop there. Keep listening to Amber.
Considering, well, I mean, the United States is not purely a Christian or any religion-based country.
Okay, stop, Amber, stop. She sounds like a sweet girl, but she's a little bit misguided. We were founded on Christian Judeo principles. I've talked about this many, many times. I've read the quotes from our founding fathers, and I know what the left's thinking. Oh, we don't have an establishment of religion. You're right. You're right, we don't. Christianity is not the established religion. But that doesn't mean that we weren't founded on Christian principles. All that means is that the founding fathers believed in the Bible, believed in Jesus Christ, and were mostly Christians. Therefore, we are founded on Christian Judeo principles. Doesn't mean we have an established religion.
We're never based on that. Our country was based on freedom and equality and happiness for everyone. Secondly, it should be left to the states. Well, marriage is a happiness. And in our Constitution or Declaration of Independence, I can't remember which one, either one of those, it doesn't really matter. They're both stated in our rights of living in the United States. We get the right to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. Well, if we're standing in the way of one person's pursuit of happiness by taking away their right to marry another man or marry another woman, then what is our country really becoming? We're losing rights rather
All right. We're not taking away anyone's rights. I said that it should be left up to the state. She's arguing the pursuit of happiness. Well, if we don't allow same-sex marriage in one state, then we're taking away someone's pursuit of happiness. No. First of all, you don't need to be married to be happy. I don't care if you live together. I don't care if you love each other. That's all fine and good. I'm just for traditional marriage between one man and one woman. Second, if you really want to get married to another man or another woman, go to a state that allows it. And get married there. It's that simple. For you to say that we're taking away rights by supporting traditional marriage, it's absurd.
It's not really fair. I mean, I'm not gay. I mean, no, I'm not. But I do have like a few gay friends, and I feel like they should get the same rights that we get. I mean, why shouldn't they be able to marry whom they love? Like, why not? There's no legitimate reason why. My values or my traditions, well, whatever they do isn't affecting your values or your traditions. Really, you're just going against your own religion by taking away like somebody else's pursuit of happiness. So, yeah, that's all. I just think you should rethink your reasoning of why your values matter so much to you and why they need to affect another person's pursuit of happiness. Okay, thanks.
Okay, Amber, I'm not mad at you. You sound like a very, very nice girl. I just respectfully disagree with you. My traditions, my values are very, very important to me. One of those values being that the idea that marriage is between one man and one woman. That's it. I'm not imposing my religious beliefs on anyone. I don't think the federal government should ban same-sex marriage across the board at all. I think it should be left up to each individual state. And if you think that's getting in the way of someone's pursuit of happiness, then why don't you just go to another state to get married? I think it's pretty simple.
Factor Talk Radio.